Welcome everybody to this graduation ceremony. If I could just do a little bit of housekeeping first, if everybody can make sure that they've turned off their cell phones, and just if you need to exit at any time, you'll notice to just go in the same way as you come in. Now we'll just all stand for the national anthem.
God of nations, at thy feet, in the palms of love we meet. Hear our voices, we entreat. God, defend our free land. God, Pacific's triple star, from the shafts of strife and war, make her praises heard afar. God, defend New Zealand.
Please be seated. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, katoa. Distinguished guests, His Worship Mayor Tim Shadbolt, Ngā Tahu Kamata, Michael Skerritt, Guest Speaker Ritz Jones, SIT Chief Executive Penny Simmons, SIT Management Team, Program Managers, staff, council members, and guests, and most importantly, graduates. My name is Peter Heenan, and as Chair of Southern Institute of Technology, it's my great pleasure to welcome you here this evening for the 2007 SIT graduation ceremony. SIT is a proud Southland-based education institution that provides and encourages students' participation in a range of quality learning opportunities and services. SIT has strong links to our community, which is demonstrated by such things as our industry advisory committees, the role SIT has played in the Southland Regional Strategy, and our successful Trades Academy with our secondary schools throughout Southland. SIT students go out of the community through work experience, internships, and clinical placements, some as employees and some as self-employed. And SIT welcomes the community back in to use our facilities. As you start your career as graduates, I challenge you to find ways to foster these links and encourage future generations of students to attend SIT, to learn and become members of our community. Our focus at SIT continues to be student achievement, and we are delighted to report our most recent student survey recorded an overall student satisfaction of 94%, and that 96% of our students who have graduated from SIT are either in employment or are continuing with further study. Congratulations to the students and graduates today, whose achievements we celebrate here tonight. As you follow your chosen careers, take the opportunity to make the most of what you have learned and achieved, and don't be a stranger to new opportunities as they present for future study and learning, as no matter what, we will continue to learn as we move through our life, our chosen careers, and an ever-changing world. Thank you for choosing SIT to complete your studies. Congratulations on your achievements and best wishes for the future. It's now my pleasure to invite our kāmata Michael Skerritt to say a karakia.
Tēnā koe, Peter. Hore no, tēnā koutou katoa, ngā mihi nui ki a koutou, mino i tātou. E iho te mātua, nau te timatanga me te otinga. Kei roro koe i a hau, ngā wā katoa, ki tūtangai, i rungi a papatu anuku, ko rangi ka runga atu. Tiekina e koe i a mātua, ngā wā katoa, ki horehe tō wārua ki a whānau, ki roto i tēnei whare wānanga, tūture rongo, whakamaua ki a tīna, haumi e hui e tae ki. Kia ora tātou.
Thank you, Michael. It's now my pleasure to welcome our Mayor, Tim Shebolt, to the stand. Tim's been very busy over the past couple of days with the branding that was announced last night, and also this morning he was on AM television with Duncan Garner, which I think it was a little easier, he told me, to present the new Invercargill branding as opposed to talking about the Chinese lights that didn't go so well. So, Mayor Tim Shebolt.
Kia ora, greetings and welcome to all the visitors who have come to Invercargill today, and a special, of course, congratulations to the recipients of certificates. We are just so proud of what you have achieved in our city. And thank you, Peter, for raising the Christmas lights from China. But, you know, adversity, well, it strengthens you in many ways. And all right, you have to put up with a few humiliating jokes like how many city council engineers does it take to change a light bulb? 4, 1 to change the bulb and the other 3 to go for a junket to China. But, you know, you become resilient, and that's what we like to think we teach you about here. And as Peter also mentioned, we've had Independence Days over the last 3 days. Penny and myself have had to feel like sort of dairy farmers and be here at 8:30 on campus for Indian Independence Day. I think it was Korean Liberation Day, Indonesian Independence Day, and we've got more and more of these days ahead of us. And it is certainly a reflection of how we have developed from a very much monocultural Scottish community to a multicultural community. It adds colour, it adds life, it adds a whole range of new experiences and culinary delights to life in our city. And we thank those students who have taken a long journey to come here and study in Invercargill. I haven't had time to write a speech today, so I just take little extracts out of my schedule, which I get every day, and telling me what to do. And I arrived here 3 days ago, and I'd had a hard day comparing a agricultural show in Auckland or during most of the day, and then having another conference in the evening. And I sort of collapsed into a taxi thinking, phew, thank goodness the day's over, you know, I can just lie back now. And I said, take me in your cab. And the taxi driver started adjusting his rear vision mirror, and I thought, oh no, I've got a yapper just when I feel like collapsing and not having to talk to anyone. See, and he adjusted his wing mirror again and looked at me again, you know, and I thought, oh no. And then as we came into the airport, he said, sir, may I ask you a question? And I said, all right, I'm Tim Shebolt. I was in Dancing with the Stars. I code my concrete mixer. I've been the longest serving mayor in the history of New Zealand. Is that all right? And he said, well, that's very interesting, sir, but I just wanted to know, do you want to go to the domestic terminal or We had a civil defence conference, National Civil Defence Conference, and that was another journey. And I told the story because everyone thought, oh, here's Tim Shadbolt, this will be a good laugh. But we were with policemen and firemen talking about being the first person to arrive at a car accident scene and what they go through emotionally. And so, of course, I had to tell my story, which was coming from working at Manapuri here as a hard rock miner, and at the end of my year, I took a year off from university, and where I was president of Ozapokpa, which is the Auckland University Society for the Active Prevention of Cruelty to Politically Apathetic Humans. And I thought, I deserve a rest. I've had some tough battles, and went to Australia to work in the sunshine. And I was there and working as a labourer on a building site. And in New Zealand, we have columns. See those columns that go across the roof and the wall? They're marvellous. They are, in a crisis, real lifesavers. But in Australia, they just had, and they don't even like being New Zealand citizens over there, but we build in a far superior manner, and they just have wire that gets tightened like piano. And they wind up high-tension piano wire and then pour the concrete on it. And it does work so long as you let the concrete cure. And this guy who owned the building, or the developer, wanted to be a millionaire by the time he was 40. And I was called the Flying Kiwi on that site. I used to go and buy the lunches for all the workers. And when I was delivered their lunches, they'd be talking about this building site and saying, that bastard of a developer, he's taking the props away too early. You're meant to leave it up. If you're going to have that high tension wire, you've got to let it cure. You've got to let the concrete cure for 14 days. And just because he wants to get rich, he's pulling them out after only 7 days. And that story locked in my mind. And when I was wheeling this wheelbarrow full of plaster towards my solid plaster bosses, I heard this crack, the loudest noise I'd ever heard in my life. And I didn't hesitate for 1 second. I knew what had happened and turned around and ran out of that building. And I overtook the drain layer and I overtook the electrician. And everyone in the building got killed except me. And I mean, it's not a very nice story, really, is it? So, I'm talking about resilience and strength of character and survival in the modern world. And I guess the moral of the story is just congratulations. But remember, cling on to life. You only get one chance, and make the best of it. And you've got away to a flying start by coming to Invercargill. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Thank you.
It's always neat to hear Tim Shadbolt. You know, you've got another guest speaker right there and then, haven't you? And I'm sure we'll be much more resilient now. So, it's my pleasure now to introduce our guest speaker, Ella Ritz-Jones, which is one of us. So following Ella's graduation from SIT with a diploma in professional chef practice in November last year, Ella was employed as a chef at Blanket Bay Lodge in Queenstown. I'd have to say that's on my bucket list, that one, but Ella was selected by Blanket Bay for her position after she spent some time at the lodge as part of her diploma's program work experience. The lodge is consistently rated as one of the world's best by prestigious tourist publications and organisations. Ella's culinary experience is not limited to New Zealand, however. In June last year, she represented SIT at the Culinary Arts Collaboration in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. This is a significant international cooking competition which aims to strengthen links between New Zealand and Vietnam and enrich student learnings. Welcome, Ella. Thank you very much.
I don't know how I'm going to top his speech, but let's go for it. Hello, everyone. This time last year, I was sitting where you are now. I was excited to graduate, but I was nervous. Last time I was up here, I was more worried about tripping on the stairs that are in the other graduation place, but I guess you guys have got one step just to be wary about. Last time I was worried about making a fool of myself and everything like that, but all I can say is enjoy the moment and take your time. I'm here to encourage you and relate what has happened in my life in the last 12 months. I'm more used to saying yes, chef, than speaking to a crowd of people, but I've been thrown a challenge and I've chosen to accept it. The best way to start is with a recipe. All my recipe consists of is 2 tablespoons of talent, 2 cups of hard work, a pinch of passion, 20 grams of risk, half a cup of apprehension, 2 parts self-doubt, 250 grams of potential, 125 grams of anticipation, 2 kgs of excitement, hours of resilience, and unlimited creativity. When I graduated from high school, I was told, you're going into the real world now. But I was told this again when I graduated with my diploma. I now work 11-hour shifts and work my bum off. It's hard work, but it's worth it. Life is all what you make it. I trained here at SIT for 2 years and completed my diploma in professional chef practice. Studying is all about learning, having new experiences, and not doing the same thing all the time. It's where your passion develops. My passion developed in my mum's kitchen. I would make such a mess from one end of the kitchen to the other. Eventually, Mum got used to it. During my studies, I made some really good friendships, not only with my classmates, but with my tutors as well. Once or twice a week, I would meet up with my friends and catch up over a couple of coffees, or maybe 3. For me, Polytech was just as much fun as it was hard work. We had to create menu for the bungalow restaurant, which was for real customers who would be ordering, eating, and paying for their meals. I felt a lot of pressure on my shoulders as my expectations were high to succeed. Polytech was hard, but there are ups and downs to everything. One of the best ups while studying was the competitions. I got the chance to travel to Vietnam and compete in a New Zealand-Vietnamese culinary collaboration, which was a MasterChef style competition. This was an event of a lifetime. I had a lot of self-doubt whether I'd be good enough, but I had the support of my tutor, Glenn, while we were over in Vietnam. And that's when I knew I had to succeed, not only for SIT, but for myself as well. A lot of blood, sweat and tears went into that competition, and even though there was a big possibility of failure, it still was a winning experience because we ended up winning the Guest Choice Award and coming 3rd. Through this amazing experience were some downs. It was hard to communicate with the Vietnamese students due to the language barriers and the time zone differences. Creating recipes was so damn hard. There were some awesome ups too. I experienced so much culture, cuisine, and gained some awesome friendships. While in Vietnam, we visited local restaurants, cafes, and got some free time to roam around Ho Chi Minh City. I'm going back to Ho Chi Minh City in a few weeks to meet up with the friends that I made there. Here are some photos of my experience in Ho Chi Minh City. So here we are, just catching up on the first day. The competitors. The Vietnamese food. This was at a local restaurant, and it was actually koto. It's no one teach one. It's where they bring people off the street, kids off the street, and they train them to be chefs. And the food that they were serving was just incredible. This was also kind of like Subway a wee bit, but 100 times better. Here we've got some team planning. The local markets, they just sit in their little wee cubby holes surrounded by whatever they were selling. Food, spices, clothing, live fish, a couple of frogs. the beginning of the competition, during the competition, and after. In my last year of Polytech, I had Glenn, Ray and Marinate as my tutors. Without them being who they are, strict but fair, and a good sense of humour, none of my class, or especially me, would have been able to succeed as well as we all have. By working hard at Polytech, it got me a scholarship at the Luxury Lodge, Blanket Bay, where I'm now working as a chef. I work with some incredible chefs who are Kiwis but also international and have previously worked in Michelin-star restaurants overseas. The executive chef is Corey Hume. He's part of the New Zealand Culinary Olympic team who won silver in the last Culinary Olympics. My experience here is not a free-for-all. It is very structured, disciplined, and to consistently deliver the best meals in any five-star establishment in New Zealand. The dinner menu consists of an ever-changing 8-course meal. Every night is a different menu with different flavours, textures and appearance. I always strive in perfection to do in what I do, and substandard is not what I stand for. With my hard work at Blanket Bay, I've been able to go on a 2-month holiday with my boyfriend just 1 year after graduating, which is fully self-funded. One quick story I'd like to relate to you before I go that illustrates the story of a guy called Charles Plum. He was a US Navy jet pilot shot down in Vietnam into enemy hands and was imprisoned. Many years later, a man came up to Plum and said, "You're Plum, you flew jet fighters in Vietnam." Plum was shocked and replied, "How in the world did you know that?" The man said, "I packed your parachute." The men shook hands and Plum assured him that it had worked because if it hadn't, he wouldn't be here today. Plum thought of the many hours the sailor had spent at a long wooden table at the bows of the ship, carefully weaving the shrouds and folding the silks of each chute, holding in his hands each time the fate of someone he didn't know. There are a lot of people who have helped pack my parachute, and there are a lot of people behind you packing yours. My parachute was packed by my tutors, my friends, my family, and people who have all supported me. So remember to thank those who pack your parachutes, for one day you might just fall out of a plane. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ella. I'll think of parachutes in a much different way now. I think that was a very good anecdotal remark that Ella gave us there. It's now my pleasure to ask Doug Rogers, Head of Faculty of Trades and Technology, to provide the introduction to the faculty. Thanks.
Mayor Tim Shadbolt, Mr Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the certificate recipients for the Faculty of Trades and Technology for 2017. The Faculty of Trades and Technology offers certificate-level pre-trade training in veterinary nursing, hairdressing, construction, mechanical engineering, road transport and automotive engineering. I would now ask Program Managers Luke Mason, Russell Finley and Fiona Forrest to come forward and announce the names of the certificate recipients, and I call on Chief Executive Penny Simmons to award the certificates.
I am pleased to announce the recipients for the certificate in automotive engineering. Cody Cunningham. Abdullah Gull. Taryn Latchford. I am pleased to announce the recipient for the certificate in commercial road transport, Connor McKay.
pleased to announce the recipients for the certificate in construction. The recipients are Dillian McDonald, Joshua Pride,
I am pleased to announce the recipients of the Certificate in Business Administration in Invercargill campus. Jessica Brown, Alana Clifford, Madison Durry, Nicole Johnson, I am pleased to announce the recipients of the Certificate in Elementary Hair Design. Kayla Collins, Micah Hannon Voice, Blake Peterson, Wanarat Vidya Nawati, I am pleased to announce the recipient of the New Zealand Certificate in Business Administration and Technology, Gore Campus, Diane Flowers.
Thank you, Program Managers, and congratulations to all the award recipients. This concludes the awards for the Faculty of Trades and Technology.
Thank you, Doug, and Program and Operations Managers. I'd now like to ask Marie Howden, Head of Faculty of Health, Humanities, Computing, to provide an introduction to the facility.
Welcome to Mayor Tim Shadbolt, distinguished guests, certificate recipients, family, whānau, friends and staff of Southern Institute of Technology. The Faculty of Health, Humanities and Computing offers programs in the fields of sport and exercise, massage, nursing and allied health, te reo Māori, information technology and the environmental management. Graduates of the certificate and pre-entry to the Bachelor of Nursing may staircase into the New Zealand Diploma in Enrolled Nursing, the Bachelor of Nursing, onto the Postgraduate Diploma in Health Science, and then the Master of Applied Health Sciences in Wellness and Rehabilitation. I now ask Program Manager Anne Gill to come forward and announce the names of the award recipients.
Thank you, Marie. I'm pleased to announce the award recipients for the Faculty of Health and Humanities and Computing. I call on Chief Executive Penny Simmons to award the certificates. Certificate in Pre-Entry to Bachelor of Nursing. The recipients are Michelle Anderson, Neve Duggan, Alicia Guttery Edwards, Jamie Harper, Brogan Kennard. Laura Morris. Rachel Pocklington. Isabella Presling Cook. Tracy Reid. Jessica Reid. Yen Han Tu.
Thank you, Anne, and congratulations to the awardees. This concludes the awards for the Faculty of Health, Humanities and Computing.
Thank you, Marie, and the program managers. I'd now like to ask Terry McClellan, Head of Faculty for SIT to Learn, to provide an introduction to the faculty. Thanks.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. Sit to Learn is SIT's flexible delivery specialist faculty, and as such offers a number of certificate programs in the health and humanities, business, trades, and creative media areas. I now ask operations managers Chris Montgomery and Steve Wohler to come forward and announce the names of the awards recipients and Chief Executive Penny Simmons to award the certificates. Thank you.
I am pleased to announce the award recipients for the Sit to Learn certificate programs. The recipient for the certificate in Basic Animal Care Science is Emma Bradney. The recipients for the certificate in Business Coaching are Megan Dawson, Leofiaga Tautala, congratulations.
The recipients for the Certificate in Environmental Management are Mackenzie Dowson, Jessica Patterson, James Ware,
The recipients for the Certificate in Health Sciences Pre-Entry are Martina Blondell, Sophia Rose Coburn, and Narai Hawata. The recipients for the Certificate in Health Sciences Intermediate, Jasmine Jackson. And the recipient for the Certificate in Interior Decor is Abby Moffat.
The recipients for the certificate in Introduction to Teacher Aiding are Serena Clymer. Vanessa Henwood. The recipients for the National Certificate in Agile Education and Training, Level 5, are Tutainara Katuki. And just to say, Tutainara's come all the way from Rarotonga to pick up her award tonight. So. And the next recipient for the same award is Panya Simmons. The recipients for the National Certificate in Business, Small Business Management Level 4, Nicole Saunders. And congratulations to all Sit to Learn Award recipients.
Thank you, Steve and Chris, and congratulations, all graduates.
Thank you, Terry, and program managers. I'd now like to ask Hamish Small, Head of Faculty, New Media Arts and Business, to provide an introduction to the faculty.
Thanks, Peter. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mayor Tim Shadbolt, distinguished guests, certificate recipients, family, whānau, friends and staff of SIT. The New Media Arts and Business faculty offers a number of certificate programs in applied arts, business, audio production, music, fashion and hospitality. I now ask Program Manager Paulette Colton to come forward and announce the names of the certificate award recipients. And I'd like to call on Chief Executive Penny Simmons to award these certificates.
Thank you. I'm pleased to announce the award recipients for the School of Business. Certificate in Business. The recipients are Ebony Cooper. Shelley Lau. Congratulations to the Certificate in Business recipients. I am pleased to announce the award recipients for the School of Fashion. Certificate in Pattern Making and Garment Construction. George Borry. Tara Burrows. Diana Williams Cribb. Lester Yu. Congratulations to the Certificate in Pattern Making and Garment Construction recipients. I am pleased to announce the award recipients for the School of Hospitality. New Zealand Certificate in Cookery, Level 4, Semester 2, 2016. The recipients are John Nepal. Amy Withington. Congratulations to the New Zealand Certificate in Cookery Level 4 Semester 2 2016 recipients. New Zealand Certificate in Cookery Level 3 2017. The recipients are Trish Ferguson, Meilani Glacio, Douglas Hendry, Blake Jenkins, Cortez Tere, congratulations to the New Zealand Certificate in Cookery Level 3 recipients. New Zealand Certificate in Food and Beverage Service Level 3 2017. The recipients are Sarah Aitken, Charlotte Bloomfield, Marty Blythe, Victoria Boyer, Leilani Cooper, Lily Kemp, Dante Nola, Alanis McGregor, Congratulations to the New Zealand Certificate in Food and Beverage Service Level 3 recipients.
Thank you, Paulette, and congratulations to all the Certificate Awards recipients. This concludes the awards for the Faculty of New Media Arts and Business. Thank you.
Thank you, Hamish, and program managers. I'd now like to call on Chief Executive Penny Simmons to deliver her address. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Ngā mihi nui, kia koutou katoa. Warm greetings and welcome to our mid-year certificate Level 2 to 4 graduation ceremony. Almost half of all SIT students are enrolled in certificates at levels 2 to 4. Of these students, over 1/3 progress onto higher levels of study, and of course the majority of the other 2/3 go into employment and often onto apprenticeships. So you are a group of students that are very important not only to SIT, but to employers in the wider Southland community. So congratulations to everyone who has crossed the stage tonight. It's a proud moment for friends and whānau, as well as for those of us at SIT who have watched you progress through your qualification. At this moment, you can look up to inspirational role models like Ella, our guest speaker tonight, and aim to be a high achiever. As a large, modern institute of technology, at SIT we pride ourselves on delivering 3 key outcomes for our community. We help create a highly skilled and employable workforce, and each of you are on that pathway now. Through highly skilled employees, we help drive economic growth by assisting industry to increase productivity and efficiency. And we work to assist individuals to improve their social well-being. Again, that's you, and then the impact you have on your whānau and on your community. So how does this occur? Your journey to becoming highly skilled and employable starts through our work-focused professional and vocational education. We know that education is a passport to a better future, and that you, our students, are studying so that you can begin a new career, take a step up your current career, learn some new skills, and perhaps one day be your own boss. We are about providing education for work. So our tutors come from industry and have been practicing professionals. Their connection to the real needs of employers, as well as our industry-focused advisory committees, helps ensure that what you, our students, learn is relevant, because we work in partnership with industry to help create and deliver our programs. We teach in a different way, one that we believe achieves better success for our students. We combine knowledge and theory with work-based applications such as industry-designed projects and work experience, ensuring that you, our graduates, have both the technical knowledge and the professional skills that are so highly valued by employers. Our focus is on being close to industry and linking students with the workplace. That is why our campuses aren't full of just classrooms and lecture theatres. We have workshops, studios, labs, and simulation suites that reflect what the work environment is actually like. It's also why our teaching staff are called tutors, not lecturers. Students learn not only the skills needed for the next job, but skills that are essential for a whole career. Adaptability, problem solving, entrepreneurship, critical thinking, finding creative solutions, and effective communications are skills that are typical of an Institute of Technology education. They are highly valuable and relevant to the rapidly changing needs of the modern world, and you should now be well on your way to having these skills. A New Zealand Institute of Technology qualification is recognised and respected both nationally and internationally. SIT delivers more than 200 qualifications from Level 2 certificates through to Level 8 postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees, and all our programs have New Zealand Qualifications Authority accreditation and approval. We believe that professional and vocational education is a key contributor to increasing industry productivity and capability and driving economic growth. We work in true partnership with industry and employers to align the contents, skills, and the way we teach to best reflect industry needs. And through our zero fees scheme, we pride ourselves on providing greater access to tertiary education and increasing participation levels. And we are committed to providing the essential support services students need to succeed. These are the key elements to creating positive social and economic change for you, our graduates. Achievement builds pride and confidence, and benefits not only you, but also your families and the wider communities you live and work in. We hope you have enjoyed your time studying at SIT. Congratulations on achieving this important milestone, your graduation, and we wish you well in your future career and study endeavours. You should be very proud of your achievement. Your friends and family are proud of you, and SIT is also very proud of you. Well done. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Thank you.
Thank you, Penny, and thank you to Penny and all her staff for making it possible for you people to graduate here tonight. I know they do a fantastic job, and I'd just like to formally thank you for that. Thank you to Ella. Ella, I'll have a new recognition of Master Chef now, and also parachutes. Mayor Tim, thank you for your speech tonight. I'm just a little disconcerted that we didn't hear about the Chinese lights again, but perhaps next time. Michael, thank you for your karakia, and thank you in particular all the guests and graduates for being here tonight. Congratulations on your achievements. You've done exceptionally well. Look forward to the future. Take all the opportunities you can. And we look forward to meeting you after this out in the after the official party moves out. So I should explain these housekeeping matters now. We will now proceed to supper where we can chat. The official party will commence the procession, followed by the graduates, and then the guests will follow them into the SIT Cafe, which is just over here. Please note that there will be a photographer there, and that'll be available for any photographs that are not already taken during the ceremony. And following supper, you can return your regalia to the SIT Cafe. If guests could now please stand to applaud the official party and the graduates as they move out. Thank you.